Hi everybody, we are back here with my recaps on my last tournament, the one that I played in Sligo, Ireland, past January 31st till February 2nd. So actually, I know that I owe you all the recaps besides number 3 that it's already uploaded. Game that actually I sacrificed 3 nights in the same game, so I invite you all to see it. Anyways, this is round number 1. I started the tournament with a loss, and yeah, I was really sad because this kid was less rated than me. This is not excuse, but I literally arrived extremely tired to the tournament. I traveled for like 8 or 9 hours. I woke up like at 7 a.m. in Valencia. I took a train to the city. I took a car to the airport, then 3 hours flight to Dublin, and then almost 4 hours car from Dublin to Sligo. I arrived like at 6:30 and I started playing at 7 p.m. So I was exhausted when I started to play the game, and that's, I think, also something to take in consideration because I literally didn't even fight. Anyways, the game was like this Nimzo Indian defense, and he played the knight d2 line. So against the knight d2, I decided to go with sort of a queen's Indian defense with b6, and then I just straight and I developed my bishop. Everything is looking good so far when he plays b4 and I go knight, and then he comes queen, and then I come f5, which is okay because he's trying to activate the rook, supporting, like extra supporting the knight, blocking the diagonal that is going to be controlled by the bishop very soon. And then he developed, and here I think I made the first mistake because I started playing passive with d6, which is not like the main I have to do. I should have just played a5 here, trying to create some counterplay in the queen side so he actually has something to take in consideration or to take in countering his moves. In that way, like he's not playing basically by himself, creating all the threats and all his plans as he wants. So a5 would have been the best, but I just went with d6, planning to do knight d7 and maybe e5 at some moment, queen e7 or something like that. He came with bishop e2, and then I came with knight d7, and I knew that here this position was already uncomfortable. Actually, after this move, he made a brilliant move, which is e d5. So this is a good sacrifice because I got an extra pawn, like I took a pawn, he takes back, and then I took another pawn. But it's a very uncomfortable position for me. He went with castling, which is not the best. If he plays something like, for example, rook d1, I'm in danger because everything is like, I don't know, under pressure maybe, like my queen, my bishop, the knight, the pawn, the diagonal. So this pawn was really worth it for a sacrifice, and well, he didn't do it. He went with castling, and I came with knight f6, which was of course a mistake. I should have done like c5 in this position, and I need to act fast, which I didn't do and was my main mistake. I played a lot of passive moves, which are of course not correct. So then he played rook d1, I came with bishop b7, and then he came with the other rook to c1, which is already putting a lot of pressure on my c7 pawn, and he actually got a nice, very nice position. Rook c8, knight d4, and guys, actually now is already decisive advantage for white. Even if you can't believe it, I have an extra pawn and I can't do nothing for my position. Plus, now he's threatening fork and my f5 pawn. So yeah, like literally here I didn't know what was going on. I was so tired, and yeah, I just didn't want to play, to be honest. Was a pretty uncomfortable game. Then f3, my knight was out of location. He took the pawn. He retake the pawn. He recovers the pawn, and now He has a great position and I don't even have a pawn in compensation for the position. So bad, guys, very bad position already. Queen c3. Now my knight can't move because of the checkmate and I got this very bad position. Anyways, I continued playing, like I continued for a while in this game. I just tried my best. Actually, there was a moment where he was running out of time, but I couldn't literally fight. I just did what I have to do, I think, as a chess player, but there was no chance for me in the entire game. So here he has already an extra piece. I tried to create some tricks, but here I already have a less, like a piece down and then another piece down here so far. Another piece down. So here I have 2 pieces down, guys. No way to fight, no way to go back to the game. So I'm just going to show you how this ended up and when did I resign. I resigned here because there wasn't anything that I could have done to save my position. So the good thing is that, well, kind of a relief maybe, is that this kid finished in the 2nd place in the tournament. So regardless, I literally did maybe one of the worst games. Like, was definitely one of the worst game of my tournament and was maybe one of the worst game of my life. I think it's also an example of how your physical, yeah, like here was mainly physical energy takes part on a chess game, because here I was like, I couldn't handle. So maybe next time I should go a day earlier or something if I'm going to go such a long trip. Even more if I am in such a strong tournament as the Masters section in Sligo was, because everybody was above 1900. Congratulations to this kid. I was following him throughout the rounds. I think he's really talented. He drew against a GM, a double GM, and he drew against the FM that won the entire tournament. So if he is watching, if Yannick, you are watching this, congratulations, and was literally very useful for my own chess to have played this game against you. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this, and stay tuned because I'm going to keep uploading the rest of the rounds recap. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye bye.